We've heard a lot about blockchains, and blockchains have a huge potential and they are for everything and a lot of things. And these are mostly myths. Why? Because blockchain is not for everything, but it suddenly is for a lot of reasons and for a lot of things where you can go ahead and you can learn about blockchain. Hello everyone, my name is Aishwarya and I am here telling you about why we need to have something like a blockchain. So in this video, we are going to explore what exactly has internet given us and how exactly with all the possibilities and everything that the internet has given us, we can move ahead and create something better, which is moving value over the internet. So if you're the first time viewer of this channel, welcome, and please go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that you are notified every time I go out and push a video with that bell icon as well. So that's how you can go ahead and subscribe to me, and you can like this video if this makes sense to you. Okay, so now moving ahead and understanding what exactly is blockchain, or what exactly is happening with blockchain, or why exactly is the blockchain required. So here is something that I need to tell you. Internet and the trust protocol. So internet as we know it is something which evolved over time, and it has almost been for decades since it is with us, and it has given us a lot of things, which is like emails, the world wide web, the social media, the mobile web, the data web, the cloud computing, and the early days of internet of things. Now with all those things given to us, is internet everything, or has it given us everything that we ever required? No. Though it has given us, or it has reduced the cost of search at a very big extent, it has enhanced the collaborations. I can collaborate sitting on my desk today with anyone out there, and that is pretty much very much possible. So that's something that the internet has already given me, and it has also helped me reduce that cost and in exchanging information. So this is something that the internet has gone out and it has already given me. Now what has internet not given me, or what exactly is still missing? Now when the internet came into the picture, it said we are going to go out and we are going to have everyone online, and everything that you do we are going to make it super easy. But has that happened? Now when I'm exchanging information, okay, I can do that over the internet. The next thing that you want to do is you want to move money, or let's say you want to establish, the first thing that you want to do is you want to establish the identity of the person with whom you're talking. Talk about Clubhouse. When you're there on the Clubhouse, what happens? You're just listening to a voice. Whether it actually belongs to someone, how do you verify? And if you cannot verify, how do you know whether the person who has said those words are the words of the person whom you assume are the words of those person? So that is one big problem out there. And because of it, what happens is you cannot establish on 100% scale saying that okay, this is exactly the person that is speaking behind the scenes, until and unless obviously you have been knowing that person for a very long time and you recognize his voice. Obviously that can also be modulated. So internet has not been able to help us with establishing the identity of an individual. So this is something which is very problematic, and this is something where I can go ahead and I can say that internet, you haven't done good work. So we still need someone, and let's say once we know something whereby we can go ahead and say okay, we have established the identity of someone, but let's say I want to move value now over the internet. Let's say I want to, you and I want to engage in a transaction which involves monetary value. Let's say you want to pay me 1000 rupees. Okay, you're subscribing to my course, so you're paying 1000 to me. Now what exactly is happening in this transaction? You and me are not transacting the value. There is a third party who is establishing the trust between you and me. Which is this third party? This third party could be MobiKwik, Paytm, all those applications that are UPI applications, those banking channels that have been created. And what is the problem with them? There are two problems that I foresee. The first problem is with all that data that I've given to these third parties. What exactly is that data? You have given out your bank account details, or you have given out your KYC details, you've given out your photograph, your address, and everything. These people are not yet able to secure that data, and often we land up or we end up hearing, hey, that database has been hacked, and now you need to change your credit card details or you need to change your passwords because your data has already been compromised. Now that's wrong, man. That's horrifically wrong. And the second problem that I have is I don't get to know anything about you. What I am getting is just that, let's say 1000 rupees notification that I have received 1000 rupees from XYZ person, and that's there. That's just one line or one notification that I get. We are doing the transaction. This third party, which is in between us, that is not doing the transaction, but that third party is taking up all our data. And when they take all of our data, they use that, they run data machines on them, and they find out what is our expenditure patterns, what exactly we're trying to do, where we are spending more. And then we go ahead and then we create this kind of they create this kind of a illusion where they'll push you more into getting something, into buying something, or all those stuff. Again, not the point that I want to consider here. Now, this is what all is happening is, that is why Nick Sabzo, he went ahead and he said that there is something called a trust protocol or the God protocol, where he referred these third parties, these intermediaries, as God. Why? Because today, you and me, if you want to do the transaction, you need these third parties to come in between to collect all your data, which is not completely secure on their end, which gets up on leaking. And after that, but if they don't exist, I and you cannot do that transaction. Hence, the word God protocol. Those intermediaries were called by him as God, because if they're not there, they are not going to let you, they're not going to enable you to do the business. So this was another factor that was not being done by the internet itself. Now the third part, that financial inclusion that I was talking about. Nearly 2.5 billion people are still not there in the financial systems. Maybe they are too remote to have a banking facility. Maybe the banking facility, if that is provided to them, is not beneficial for the person who is providing those. So cost is more, benefit is less, and it could be a host of reasons that are out there. So there are still 2.5 billion people who are still not connected to something which is known as what? Which is known as the financial system. So they're still not there. But what surprisingly these 2.5 billion people have, or almost two-thirds, which is like 1.7 billion people have, is a smartphone. And with the smartphone, what they're also trying to do is they also have something known as the internet. So a smartphone with the internet, and voila, we have something which can create this whole system, bring all those people on board, and can help us move value over the internet. So blockchain is nothing but something which is being created over the internet, because internet was good when we wanted to move information. But when we want to move value, we need something better, we need something secure, and we need something which can eliminate all these third parties, thereby reducing or removing that issue of going ahead and chasing or using that data or losing all that data because of it. So this is something which is happening with the internet, and with blockchains coming in, this is something that we want to achieve. I hope it makes you pretty much clear about what exactly is the problem that we are trying to address, because until and unless we go ahead and we understand what the problem is, we cannot go ahead and we cannot curate a solution for that. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, go ahead and like it, share it with your friends, and let me know if you have any doubts in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer. Till then, bye bye and take care.